Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Well, it could be afternoon where you are. What was it? There was a famous journalist that would say, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Maybe that's us. Yeah, I don't know. Who was that? Was it David Frost, Ann? Was it?
No, I don't remember. It's been a
You know,
while.
it might
I
be, it
can
might be before both of our times.
It might
I
be.
can
I
only
think so.
remember the I can only think of the Truman Show.
Yeah, or going all the way
Good
to
morning,
Jack.
good afternoon, good night.
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. We have AI can solve all of our problems.
We will find
Actually,
out.
Michael Burt's on. He probably knows the answer to it.
I think it was Edward R. Murrow.
Edward R. Murrow. Yes, that would make sense. And that's why it's before my time.
Thank you.
Oh, I hate to
Mine
say it,
too.
not before my time.
Before your time, is that like 1934?
Yeah, probably, yeah. No, I was born in the 40s.
Yeah, no, you're
Okay.
younger.
All right. Let's not all brag now. Let's not all brag.
Exactly.
Yep, that's right. With age comes wisdom. And
That's
so
right.
I've always said Michael Burt's a wise guy.
My
you,
mother
Tony.
is the sweetest 95-year-old lady you'd ever want to meet. I can already see that I am not going to follow in her footsteps.
That's what I love about this community. We're all so quiet and reserved. All right. All right. Good morning. Good. I already greeted everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the virtual monthly meetup. I am Tony Colson from I lead the CAE Community National Center. If you don't know who I am, you'll be hearing a lot of things in the very near future because we will be sending out in the next, I believe, a week or so, the call for proposals for the CAE Community Symposium that will be in April at Charleston, South Carolina. That will be April, is it 8th and 9th? Yes. Yeah, April 8th and 9th in Charleston, South Carolina. We're going to have to cap registration at 600. So once we get out the call for proposals, registration will be happening probably end of January. We'll open up registration and be prepared. Jump on it. Don't stall. But we're looking at a really good program this year. As a matter of fact, a team of us are going out between the communities of practice, the CD, community of practice CD, the COPRs, and the COs. We're going out there to check the facility and make sure that we have all the rooms for all the presentations, all the things. And Charleston, South Carolina is good. And then we're going to try and decide in the next few weeks where the one will be in 2026. Man, we just got a lot of future planning going on in the CAE program. One other thing that I have to do, because it is this is a virtual monthly meetup and this will be a short meeting, is I've already received a chat message from somebody that said, "What? No joke?" Question mark. I know, who would ask me to tell a joke? I mean, that's bizarre. It doesn't happen very often. So here I will tell you, I'll ask you a question. Hey, does anybody know where Volkswagens go when they get old? The old Volkshome. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, we'll go with that. One of the things that we've gotten a lot of feedback from in the community has been the website. And there's a lot of resource that has been put on the website, but it's actually not that easy to navigate the website. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw somebody with their hand up. By the way, put in the chat where you're from. Say good morning to everybody, so we all know. So we set up a team, both inside and outside the CAE administrative team at Cal State San Bernardino, to realign the website and add some new capabilities. And so phase 1 was released about 2 weeks ago. Phase 1 was released about 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on a couple of different things. So just give me a second. I've never done this before, so here we go, sharing a screen. So the website for years has had these different category areas that we were having trouble through our committees come up with what content should be under each one of those. And now we have not only our structure up here, but we have areas if somebody is a student. Here are some key resources for students. So it's a lot easier to find for somebody that is curious, that is looking for a career. If somebody's interested in K-12, if somebody's interested in government, what are some of the scholarships, etc., including something new that we're going to talk about today called the Career Explorer. But I think this moves us in another way to another way to organize so that you can find the resources you need. As you can see on the screen, I clicked on if you're already a CAE community member, you want to find out when the monthly meetup is, what's new in the community, news and happenings, but also how do I brand? What are some interesting materials or other things that are related directly to resources that you might find interesting or that you want access to, particularly the Clark and Claire, the different national centers, and so on, and as well as prior recordings. I would encourage you to take a look, and if there's something that you see that is missing or something that you think could be an enhancement to the website, we're always open. And at the bottom of the website, you can see an email address. Send your suggestions there. And we always are reading and trying to figure out a better way to communicate the plethora of resources. I mean, this is a very active community. There is a lot out there. And that's why it took so long to really reorganize and rethink. But if you don't see your entity in there or something that you would like, please let us know. One of the newer areas that is coming up will be faculty opportunities. The CAE CD, Ann and Yair have been working closely with their committee on faculty opportunities, but also specifically getting into faculty recruitment, trying to figure out another way of kind of linking up institutions to prospective faculty and so on, looking at a good way to handle that. So stay tuned, new improvements and so on coming down the line, but do take a chance to go into the website. I believe now the CAE community website traffic has quadrupled. We're seeing a lot more, and that doesn't mean one person viewed it. Now 4 people view it. We are actually within the ranking of the search engine optimization has now moved us up for people looking at particular resources and so on. Let me just grab something real quick off camera. You might want to check with your president to see if they got a copy of this book mailed to them. A number of presidents rejected it, a very small amount, maybe about 10. They rejected the shipment coming to them because they probably thought it was a textbook, because this is a list of all the CAE schools that submitted the templates that we did. And as you can see, it's a rather thick book. It's very well done. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, it's whoop, there we go. It's extraordinarily well done book. It's all about 450 institutions contributed to this version of the book. And if your president has it, yeah, that's awesome. But it also shows off the great work of all the institutions within the CAE. If your president didn't get it or you don't know what happened to it, let us know. We tracked all the shipments. I believe they've all gone out. Yes, Vanessa and everybody. Yeah. Okay. Very good. And to those of you in my office who actually read the entire book and checked it for grammar and everything like that, kudos to you. And now that I have said that, if any of you on the line find a grammatical error, please email me directly so that I can poke fun at the people that missed it. You know, and tell them what a terrible job they must. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They did a great job reading this. Okay. As part of what we're covering today is we have Hannah Samy, wave Hannah. All right, that's Hannah. From our office, been working for a number of months on something that we think is very important. And that is, we have on the CAE community website, I'm going to share my screen again real quick. On the website, a lot of you know that we have the CAE institution map, and you're all very familiar with the institution map. That is sortable in a number of ways. You can sort by MSI designation, the state, also a distance in miles from a zip code, whether or not the schools have been Gen Cyber hosts. Here, I'll just apply a filter, and it shows you a little bit more about institutions. You can zoom in, and it tells you all sorts of great information. And the purpose of this is so that somebody who might be interested in finding a school to go to would be able to see schools in their area or within a particular distance, or maybe a camp, or whether or not they offer things like scholarship programs, the Digital Service Academy, the Cyber Service Academy, etc. So this is probably the biggest thing on the website as far as traffic goes. Except there was one thing that we always thought was missing, and that is, what if you were looking for a job near your institution, or if you were looking for a career in cybersecurity? So Hannah is here today to present on the new map that we have put up on the website that ties institutions and federal jobs in their area. We're starting with federal jobs as we're trying to work our way through partnerships. We've looked at some of the big name online recruiter websites, and we have found so far that their data streams are rather polluted, if you will. There's a lot of not real jobs out there. And so we're sticking first with the federal jobs. And so today I'm going to turn things over to Hannah to present on the new Career Explorer that you might want to share with your students. So Hannah, take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Samy, and I am a project coordinator here at the CAE Community National Center. And as Dr. Colson mentioned, I'm going to be introducing a new tool on the website called the Career Explorer. And it's now been deployed onto the website, and I'm going to be doing a live demonstration. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So ultimately, one of the most important goals of the CAE community is the development of a robust cybersecurity workforce. So not only does this involve ensuring that students are attaining certain skills and competencies while they are in school to prepare them for employment, but also assisting them in that post-graduation transition into the workforce. So this is something that we felt was sort of a gap in the website. And in order to aid in this really important initiative, we wanted to create a centralized resource that not only provides a snapshot of federal cybersecurity job data across the nation, but also platforms employment opportunities that users can directly access and apply to. So thus, we've created the Career Explorer. So Here is the CAE Communities homepage, which I'm assuming most, if not all of you, have been on before. If you go up here onto the toolbar, we have the CAE Maps section, and we're going to go ahead and navigate to the Cybersecurity Career Explorer. So the tool is made up of two main components, the map and then the table of open job opportunities. So first, I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through the map. So the home view essentially shows the distribution of all CAE designated institutions across the nation. You can also narrow down your view over here on the top right. We have a layers button, and you can just filter in and out schools based on their designation type, whether they're not a minority serving institution, and then what designations they have. If, of course, like Tony mentioned, if you're looking for more detailed information and search capabilities for CAE institutions, check out the CAE institution map. We're going to go ahead and focus on the Career Explorer. So here on the left, we have a search field where you can type in the name of any currently designated CAE institution and zoom right into it. So you could also simply click on one on the map, but if you have a specific institution in mind, of course, simply typing it in is going to be a lot quicker. So for example, let me go ahead and look up San Bernardino and click on it. So here we go, we have the school. If you click view institutional profile, this is just going to open up a new tab that's going to direct you to its row on the table in the CAE institution map. So you can see surrounding the institution is a bunch of red polygons, and each polygon corresponds to a metropolitan statistical area. And essentially, this is a designated area by the government that has a high population density and strong economic ties throughout. So when you click on an institution, it's essentially going to tell you how many federal cyber job openings there are in the highlighted metro areas. So this is essentially the finest data set that we have access to, the number of jobs in each metropolitan statistical area. So you can see here, we have approximately 151 to 200 federal cyber job openings in the surrounding areas around CSU San Bernardino. Now, the intention of this map is to be CAE-centric and focus on job opportunities that are nearby CAE institutions. If you are interested in more detailed information, we have linked down here CyberSeek, which has more data that you can access. So now let's go ahead and scroll down to the table of cyber job openings. And here you can search based on job title keywords. The state, right now it's set to California because when you click on an institution, it's going to automatically filter the table to show jobs in that specific state that the institution is located in. You can also type in your minimum desired salary. And if you are interested in a remote only job, you can toggle this and apply it, and it will go ahead and filter the results. So in the table itself, you can see the name of the position, the organization, the location. Here it's all remote because that's what I selected, and then the salary range. And of course, you can sort by any of these columns. And clicking on the name of the position will open the external website where that position is hosted, and you can directly apply on that external website. These jobs are sourced from the USA Jobs API, and they are always going to be current and up to date so that users are not wasting their time applying for jobs that have already been closed. So go back to our presentation here. So this is an ever evolving project, and we definitely have plans to expand on the information and the data that we have available in the future. So ideally, we would like to expand the scope of the project from purely the federal sector to also encompassing the private sector. So this would first involve adding a layer to the map to where you can see not only federal cyber jobs surrounding CAE institutions, but also the private sector data. And then next is the trickier part, which Tony did allude to earlier, which is actually sourcing jobs for the table. And we definitely have more work to do on that, but hopefully in the next phase of the Career Explorer, we are able to source some reliable jobs to post onto the tool. Our next intention is to create a space that advertises career fairs. So many of the institutions in the community host annual career fairs that we really need a space to highlight on our website. So in order to do that, we would like to create potentially a layer on the map that shows which institutions have career fairs, and there would maybe be some sort of table or a pop-up that would host all the relevant information, such as date, time, registration links, format, whether it's virtual or in person, and any sort of contact information. So that is going to conclude our presentation on the Career Explorer. Hopefully after this meeting is concluded, you guys take some time to go visit it, check out the new landing pages on the homepage, check out the Career Explorer, and share it to individuals who might be interested in this new tool.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Hannah, for that presentation. And Carolyn in the comments says I've opened for feedback. Yes, we are looking, online programs is kind of problematic, but what you can see is you can actually see the whole table, regardless of geography, if you don't select by institution. So that should work for you. And then Stephen wants to know, can we search for internships? I think that would be a great functionality to add to the site. The issue that we have is coding for internships, meaning that if USA Jobs or our data source will properly code as internship, then we can grab that. But if they're improperly coding, which that's kind of what we found, is that there was no consistency in what was an internship and what is not. But we definitely like that feedback. Thank you very much for that. Does anybody else have any questions for Hannah or any feedback on the map that you just saw? Okay. Maybe a filter for 0 years of experience. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is that USA Jobs is currently going through its own re-engineering as far as skills-based. As you know, there was an executive order that came out of the White House related to skills-based employment. Obviously, we'll see if that carries through the new administration. But the USA Jobs was going to start tagging based on skills-based employment, and then that will help us refine the map even more. The main objective, though, was how do we, when we have students, especially, or people that are looking at cyber careers, you now have this website you can go to that shows you how to get involved through competitions. If you're not sure what cyber is, how to try it out. Can I find an educational institution that's near me? And then if I graduate, where can I find a job if I wanted a federal job? Or how do I pay for it? All those questions from a student perspective are now being answered as a resource on the CAE community website. And so the student side is extraordinarily strong, especially when you tie in K through 12 for your pipeline programs. And then as an institution, you have all of the curricular type of things that are available to you, plus all these other instructional resources. So there is a lot of investment has happened over the years in the CAE program, and now you have yet another way of pointing people there to take advantage of all those resources at your partner institutions. Okay. So any other questions? I see some chat going on. Some people are answering the chat questions. If there are no other questions, I promised you a short meeting, but I have another update for you. Next December, most of you, your semester or your quarter ends in December, and we're not going to make you come to a virtual monthly meetup while you're on holiday. So there is no meeting in December. We will reconvene January 14th. As you know, we always do these as short meetings. But we'll be back January 14th, 9 a.m. to a max of 9:45 a.m. Pacific time. Don't wake up. Don't expect me to be up at 6 a.m. You know, it takes a long time to get my hair done this way. So there you go. So we'll see you all on January 14th. I hope that you all have a safe and happy holiday season and a great Thanksgiving. Thank you to all the people in the chat that have invited me to their house for Thanksgiving. I don't see any invites, but that's okay.
Tony, you're hysterical.
It's hysterical that I would expect an invite for Thanksgiving.
Well, I don't think we have to tell you that. You know you're invited, but you have to pay for your plane ticket, your lodging, and everything, and then you're welcome.
All right, very good. All right, well, you guys all take care. Maybe next year at this time, I will actually cook something. We'll do like a cooking segment of how to make like
awesome.
a CAE, some type of Thanksgiving dish dedicated to the CAE. You'll have to come up with that.
2 jokes in one meeting is not acceptable.
What, do you need more, Margaret?
No.
Pardon?
Tony, I do have one question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Is any of the April conference going to be online?
No. Unfortunately, unless we get a huge amount of kind of back behind the scenes people that can't make the conference, we're going to do it all in person, because there's a lot of dynamic, especially in the breakout presentations, that we really need to have people there for. So
here's the other thing, which I think is finally happening. I've been asking for it for years, because I wanted to get back into the peer observation and everything, the peer reviews and everything. And finally, we're having an online session, I think in January, which is awesome, because not all of us can get away. I wanted to get away last week, but we got to teach.
Yep. Yeah. The peer review center is going to run some peer review workshop, but also solicit some new peer reviewers. So if you haven't been doing your peer reviews, maybe that would be a good session in January, is to recruit peer reviewers.
I'm looking forward to the online, because I wanted to get back into it, but it's just the timing just has not been conducive. It's not about the refunds. It's just the timing, having to leave your classes, and
okay.
So I'm thrilled about that. Just to the community know, I'm thrilled about this.
That's excellent to know. Thank you very much.
We're glad
Tony?
you're thrilled, Jeanette.
Oh, Michael,
Yes.
I miss you.
I miss you too, babe.
Margaret has a question.
Yes, I do. I mean, at the young age of 75, I am considering retirement. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I am looking for a replacement for POC in my organization. I would like to do a good solid turnover. Can I bring that person to the symposium in April so I can make introductions and they can feel comfortable in the community?
I would
Good
love to be able
question.
to answer that, but based on our funding, the priority goes, first round of registration goes to points of contact.
I understand.
And then the second goes to alternate points of contact. And then if we have room, we can try and let somebody in.
Okay,
because if we, that's how we have to do it. But if we do have room, I'd be glad to see them, and it would be great to indoctrinate them into the community. And as you probably have a line of people wanting to go because they've heard about the door prizes.
The fake
Yeah.
alligator I still have.
Yeah, there you go. Excellent. All right. That's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great holiday. See you in
Thank you all.
2025.
Happy holiday, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, everything.
Happy holidays.